Hello, friends. Hello, loves. Welcome to day 23, honey, of our 30-day journal writing challenge. And I'm so excited about this topic because it's something that people have actually requested that I talk about. So I'm like, yes, I love requests. And this topic, because our week is focused on blooming into your best self, this topic is all about scheduling and learning how to create an amazing schedule for yourself. Because honestly, when you write things down, they get done. Now, is it work to be able to stick to a schedule? Yes, of course it is. Is it easy? No, definitely not. It's not easy. But once you get in the habit of creating a routine for yourself, I guarantee you, as you step into your power, as you become your best self, you can truly channel powerful energy because you know exactly what you're doing with your time. Time is one of the most valuable commodities that we have, because once time passes, we can't necessarily get it back. So it's very important as you step into your power that you learn how to manage your time effectively and efficiently. So I want to share a couple of tools with you, and then we'll get into today's challenge. So one of the speakers that I really admire, and he's also a writer, his name is Robin Sharma. And he wrote the book called The 5 a.m. Club, which basically is called 5 a.m. Club because it's about waking up at 5 a.m. Because 5 a.m. is a peak hour of brain performance. It's when your thoughts and ideas are very, very elevated. So it's a really powerful time for you to think things through. It's when a lot of ideas flow to you, and it's a very amazing, also serenity-full time. So when you wake up at 5 a.m., if you plan to do this, is it easy? No, it's not, but I do encourage you to try. There is something called the 20-20-20 rule. And the 20-20-20 rule is this. When you wake up at 5 a.m., for your first 20 minutes, what Robin Sharma encourages you to do is actually start exercising. As soon as you wake up, you start exercising. You can put your shoes, your exercise shoes by the bed, or your yoga mat by the bed, or whatever it is that you decide to put by your bed to help you work out, whether that's your weight, you're lifting weights. But the idea is, as soon as you get up out of bed, you start exercising, because it will get your body ready and in motion. I'm dealing with a lot of sounds today. I live in New York City, so that's what we're gonna hear. So I'm sorry for the background noise. But you can start running, you can start putting your body into action, and it really gets you set up for the day. The second part of the 20-20-20 rule is that you start planning, reviewing your plan for the day. That means that when you think about your schedule, the first thing is make sure that you plan your schedule the night before, right? So if you have a lot of things to do the next day, I want you to get in the habit of, before you go to bed, writing out the things that you want to accomplish, so that when you wake up in the morning, you're already able to jumpstart your day because you know exactly where you're going with your time, right? So the second part of the 20-20-20 is the next 20 minutes, so from 5:20 to 5:40 a.m., you review your plan for the day. You get in the schedule, you get in the habit of looking at all the things that you set up that you want to plan for that day, and looking at which specific times you're going to achieve them. That is really key. Now, the most important thing is sticking to the times that you set. I have been obsessed with my schedule for a really long time. I've woken up from everything from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. And if you'd like a video on how I started waking up early, I can definitely do that. Let me know in the comments. I definitely would be happy to do that. But looking at your plan for the day really helps you to have clarity in terms of where you're going. So the second set of the 20-20-20 is reviewing your plan for the day. And then the third set of the 20-20-20, so from 5:40 to 6 p.m., you want to learn, okay? So that means maybe you read a book for 20 minutes, you listen to an audio book for 20 minutes, you whatever you want to do, you watch a motivational video on YouTube for 20 minutes, whatever inspires you, that is your time to truly get inspired and motivate you for the day. And then you've done all these major things. You exercised for 20 minutes, you reviewed your plan and you've restructured your focus for the day for 20 minutes, and you've read for 20 minutes. That takes care of your schedule altogether. So that's an idea for your morning routine, is to do the 20-20-20 rule. And I encourage you to try it. You can do that at any hour that you wake up. 5 a.m. is a prime time hour for your thinking. It elevates your mind, body, and spirit. So that's something that you can do. But if not, that's fine. You know, I would encourage you to just try the 20-20-20 rule when you do wake up in the morning. Okay? But talking about scheduling, what truly helped me is writing out what I do with my time all the way from the beginning of the day, right? Every new day starts at midnight. So from midnight, 12 a.m. until 11:59 p.m. the next day, I like to think about exactly what I'm doing. Even if it's a blank space, I like to write out every single hour, right? Because people who are aware of how every single hour of their time are spent are more motivated to use that time effectively and wisely. I read once that Bill Gates schedules his time in 6-minute increments. So it's important to really think through how you use your time. And I want to show you this as an example. What I've done here in this schedule is I've written out, and I'm sharing with you, my own personal schedule from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. or 11 p.m. of what I do every single hour. And you'll see, you can take a screenshot if you want, but you'll see that from 12 a.m. to about 4 a.m. I'm usually sleeping, right? And then from 4 a.m. to 5 p.m. I do my wake up, my meditations, my affirmations, my prayer, my gratitude. That's when I'm journal writing. And then from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m., I read for 1 hour. And that means I read a book of my choice. I take notes about that book in my journal so I can retain the information. And then from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., I am reflecting, right, on my plan that I've set up for the day. And I'm looking carefully at what are my goals for today? What are the things I want to achieve today? And then from 7 to 8 a.m., I am cleaning up. That means maybe washing dishes. That means maybe organizing something. And then I'm exercising, you know, whatever that is, something on YouTube, probably a video that I want to watch on YouTube that is an exercise or a dance video. I love dance videos or Zumba videos. Sometimes I just put on a song, like the post I put on an Ariana Grande song or a song I really like and just dance to that. Lately, I have just been listening to gospel and praising and moving my body in that sense. So it's like whatever works for you. From 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., I'm getting ready for the day. I'm showering, I'm getting dressed. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., I usually devote to my dog. We go for a walk in the park. We go for a walk in nature. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., it's time to cook and eat breakfast. My partner and I take turns preparing breakfast, but that hour is dedicated to that. From 11 a.m. to noon, I'm doing uploads, like checking my social media, stuff like that. From noon to 1, it's like recording time, writing time, and then from 1 to 2, it's creative time, so that's open. That could be thinking time, that could be reading time, that could be watching something inspiring. From 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., that's my time for creativity and lunch. From 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., I call that time clear the desk for the day because that is time where I am like tying up loose ends. Let's say there's an email or there's a text or there's a call or there's something that I need to do. I would use that time for that to make sure my desk, my literal, my imaginary desk, because I usually sit on the couch, is clear for the day. And then the rest of the day is really my family time. So that means my partner and I and my dog will watch something, or we'll talk, or we'll play Scrabble or something like that. And then at 6 p.m. we cook and eat dinner. 7 p.m. is unwind. 8 p.m. is a night routine that I've set up, and it actually starts at 7:45. And then from 9 to 4, I'm sleeping. And one of the things I put at the bottom is a commitment that I made, which is no phone from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Okay? So no phone from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., that's kind of challenging because we're so used to falling asleep with our phones. But one of the things that have really been helpful for me in my routine is to leave my phone in the living room so that when I go to bed, I'm not tempted to use it, you know? So at 8 o'clock, I try to limit my use of my phone. And then when I wake up in the morning, when I'm doing my morning routine, I also limit my use of my phone. And I really try my best to do it even after 8 a.m. I try to look at my phone maybe and when I say look at my phone, what I mean is I'll have an alarm set on my phone, but I won't be checking my social media and email and all that until after 8. So maybe 10, 11 when I get back from walking my dog after I eat breakfast. So what I want to encourage you to do today is, of course, in our journal writing challenge, we always start every single day with gratitude. But the next thing I want you to think about is your own schedule and making your own schedule that's not necessarily about how you did it before, but how you're going to do it now. Someone who is blooming into their new power. So the first thing I want you to do, always start with gratitude. List 3 things you're grateful for and why. And then the second part is ask a question for reflection. And this is in 3 parts. The first part is, what is my current daily schedule? And be honest, if you don't have a daily schedule, that's okay. But think about what you usually do with your time. If you're not aware of how you spend your time, be honest about that. If you have a great schedule, write it out, okay? The second part is, what do I like about it being my daily schedule, and what would I change about it, okay? And write your pros and cons. You can make a list. And then the last part is, what does my schedule look like for the bloomed version of myself? That means not your current schedule, but if you are creating a new schedule for yourself, the bloomed version, the stepping into my power version, this new version where you have time and you determine the time because you may be working an alternate schedule now because of everything that's happening. How do you want to manage that day? What does that day look like for you? Okay? I send you so much love. I hope you're able to get some gems and jewels from this challenge today. I hope you try the 20-20-20 rule. I hope you try waking up a little bit earlier. But I definitely hope you write out each hour what you do with your schedule. It will genuinely help you. I promise you. As always, I love to hear from you. If you do a journal writing post for our challenge, you can tag me at Julia Speaks Love. You can also use our hashtag Julia Journal Challenge. And as always, you can feel free to send me a DM and share with me how this journal challenge is going for you. Sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next challenge. Bye.